Okay, I'm just going to do a little preview of what's going to happen here. I'm going to switch things up, and I'm going to put, as you know, you've probably seen some videos on Facebook and also um, lots of job posts and different custom work that I've done in the last couple of years. So what I'm going to do is I'm starting a YouTube page. I've already got started. Been started it now since last fall. I didn't ever really do much with it. I didn't have the equipment to do it. I went out today and bought a stand and a microphone to help out, so pictures aren't so jumpy and maybe the volume of the speech isn't so bad. So, but it's not just about my work. It's about every project that I'm ever going to do here for the next little bit. I just want to see where it's going to go and how it's going to work out. I'm going to show you lots of little things. There's going to be a preview of what I've done in this, for instance, in this fifth wheel trailer and how I made it so you could actually live in it full year. A 3 seasons trailer, I could actually live in it for 12 months of the year, and I've done it. And I have no problem with it. Actually, it's cost me right around $650 a month to live here. That's heating it, and most of it is heat. So it's not too bad. It's 288 square feet. It's kind of like it would be like a tiny home living, except for it's got everything. It's got a washer. It's got a dryer. It's got now satellite television. It's got internet here. It's got a hydronic heating system that's built for your home. Instead of using a hot water boiler, I used a hot water heater. In that, I made the same systems that you would have in your home, but on a mini level. It heats up to 160 degrees. I keep it most of this winter. I've had it at 145 degrees. And I've kept the temperature in this trailer, no matter what the temperature was outside. The temperature in this trailer, it's always been at, right now it's at 18 degrees and the heat shut off. So there you go. It's staying usually between 20 and 25 degrees. Mostly I keep it at 21 to 22 degrees. It's a 3 season trailer, like I said. There is issues that are not, the thing is not winterized, obviously, or it's kind of winterized, but it's not built for the winter. So there's draft issues with doors and things like that may not be insulated. I don't know. I never tore them apart. I've done things to make it better. I use tablecloth plastic on the windows, and also the bedroom door that goes outside. There's 2 doors that go outside, one in the main entrance into the kitchen area, dining room area, and then there's one in the bedroom area. And they both go outdoors. They're both just regular man doors, 30 inches. Anyway, with this, I'm going to show you, like I said, I'm going to show you how I built a hydronic heating system in here and made it look like it was never, like it was always supposed to be here. I actually built it underneath the pedestal of the bed, and now the bed is actually almost like a heated bed. Instead of a heated blanket, I have a heated bed. Let me tell you, that may work a little bit too good. I had complaints where it's got a little bit too hot, so that's fine. I have a valve there that I can shut the bed down, so it's nice to be able to turn things down. How's that? Instead of not having enough heat. There's going to be all kinds of projects here. I built a building here last fall. I'm going to get into that a little bit more. There's still 2 bottom sheets of metal that needs to go on, and there's going to be board and batten siding on the front and back wall that need to happen, and also there will be a concrete floor in there. May or may not insulate it on the floor. I'm not sure yet. I may put some real thin insulation there just kind of for a frost barrier, but I'm not worried about it. It's only made for a shop. I don't care about it. It's not anything big enough that I pulled a permit on it. It's a temporary building, or a building. It's only 288 square feet, 12 by 24. There will be, on the other half, there will be a building that I will be pulling a permit on this spring, hopefully, and it'll be a garage with a loft above. And when that one goes up, there's going to be all kinds of work that I will show you throughout the whole entire projects. There's to happen ASAP as soon as the weather straightens out. There will be some excavating work down here that I'll do myself with a skid steer and a bucket like I had here last year. I showed a little bit of that last year. I got ready for the building. By doing that, I dug a trench here a few years ago, and by leveling that piece of land down to where I want it so it would grade back, I ended up cutting off the front of the ditch that I'd already dug. And the ditch was only temporarily dug, so it wasn't deep enough. After you cut the land down, I dropped the land about 5 feet at the back, and the ditch is only about 2.5 feet. But it was enough to stop the water from the field above, which is quite a big field. It's 100 acres or so. I don't know. But there's a fair amount of water that comes down here, and it actually will flood the whole entire property. I've had it up over the top of the ankles of my shoes just in the rainstorm here. So that's why the ditch was built to begin with. It worked out well for 2.5 years temporary, and now I'm going to excavate the property a little better because I want to get ready for a build, and I want to make sure that there's never any water that comes down in this area. And that's going to be on this YouTube channel. There's some deck repair here that's going to be done on the YouTube channel. Not everything is going to be tickety-boo, and not everything is going to be, some of it's just going to be repair work. It's not going to be something that you would build from scratch. Some of it's just going to be tricks, cheap tricks. You know, there's an office in the back. It's a 10 by 10 building I originally built for a furnace. I ended up putting a wood stove furnace in there, and that worked out well. I heated this trailer with it for one season. And what had happened there is I decided to get too smart with myself, and I buggered up its electronic system on it, and I jimmied it up so the draft wouldn't shut, or the draft wouldn't open. The wood was a little bit wet, and so did the whole entire trailer. That's what you don't do. Anyway, don't always follow my tricks. They're not always good. But anyway, for the most part, they are, and I'm going to go with it. People are liking what they see, and we're going to go from there. I had a little stain here this last fall and into the first part of the year here. We're not going to worry about that. I'm not going to let that affect us at all. We're just going to keep on going and make something of this. I'm going to change the carpet in this fifth wheel travel trailer. That's going to be on here on the YouTube channel. There's some work that's going to get done to my car. It's just a small little repair rocker sill. It won't be a Chad Hiltz thing. I mean, it's going to just be your backyard throw it together thing. Chad does amazing work, and we're going to leave that to him. So there'll be a bunch of other things here. I may end up trying to drill a well here as well. I'm sitting in a spot where tons and tons of springs are, and I'm going to try to do a sand point well. That might actually come on this channel as well. There's going to be a roof over the deck on this trailer. I have an awning on there that's been there. I took it off, take it down for the winter. I thought maybe I'd put a more permanent roof on there. Not permanent, but it's going to set on some 6x6 posts. And I got some old trusses from a buddy of mine from his work that they were getting rid of them, and we're going to split them in half probably, and going to reuse them for a different. We're going to reclaim them for a different use, and I think that's going to work out. All kinds of things. I got tons and tons and tons of projects in my mind that I want to do. There's some custom showers that are going to come up. There's a custom tub surround that's coming up within the next week and a half, and that one there will have a niche in it. It has a window in it. It has 2 shelves in it that I will make. I will make the shelves from scratch. So that's coming up, and that will be on this channel if I can get it to work. There is something a little different that I don't normally do, but like I said, this channel is going to be about everything from now on. It's going to be customized everything, or it's going to be tricks and little tiny things that you may already know, and that's fine too. But somebody might get something out of it, or maybe they won't. It's going to be interesting. We're just going to play it by ear, see what happens. There's going to be some side work probably. We're just going to switch it up. We're just going to make it a little bit better, maybe a little more interesting. Everybody's seen tile and tile and tile and tile. Everybody loves it. I'm sure they're getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of it. I want to see different things. I love the tile work. That's what I want to do for my job. and that's what I'm going to continue doing. But there's going to be some other projects around here that I'm going to do that will be interesting as well, that will go on this channel. So anyway, just hoping that you all enjoy it. If you don't, that's fine. If you do, that's fine. It'll be on YouTube. I'll let you know how it's gonna, what to look for. I haven't really gone in there and set anything up. Like I've got one started, but I'm gonna change it a bit. It was Stacy McMullen tips and tricks. I might do that again, but I think it said tile tips and tricks. It's going to be something different. It's going to be all kinds of tips and tricks and all kinds of little things. And we're going to build an office in the back here. Like I said, it's going to be an office for the tile work and the hardwood floors. And that's going to be, it's just a building. It's a 10 by 10 building, and we're going to convert that. It's got a cement floor in it, and we're going to convert that into an office, and that will be an office as well as they'll have a bunk in there for anything, because of this trailer. I have people, friends and stuff that come over, and when they come over, to give them a place to stay, or other than the living room, because there's only one bedroom in this trailer. But anyway, like I said, this trailer's got everything in it. It's got hot water, everything in it. Same as your home, it's got everything. A little more smaller, I don't mind it. Some people would. I don't think I'd want to raise a family in it. It's all right for me. Let's just say that. So, we are going to do something with the domestic hot water. I'm going to put a heat transfer unit on the boiler, and we're going to take the heat off the boiler, and we're going to put it in domestic water. It's a glyco system in the boiler, so we can heat up to, or get to minus 37 outside before it gels. I would imagine it's probably minus 45 or so before you'd even have to worry, minus 50 maybe, before you'd ever have to worry about anything getting busted. It would just gel. At this point, I don't think we're going to worry about that in Nova Scotia. I'm not saying we will never have to worry about that, but last year we did hit a minus 40 here, and within that 24-hour period, I ended up busting heat recovery unit that I had set up for a furnace down below, and busted the rad on that, and a couple other minor things. A couple drain pipes got swelled, and the fittings got moved. But other than that, I was able to save the trailer. It was good. It cost me about $50 worth of material to fix it, so that worked out. So we're going to, like I said, we're going to do tile, we're going to do siding, we're going to do metal roof, we're going to do a building, we're going to do some excavating. It's not going to be a Chris Little excavation company or anything like that. We're just going to do a little tiny stuff here in my own dooryard with just some minor little things going on here, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. It may or may not help you if you want to do it yourself. It's going to be rental equipment, so we're going to be fine. I don't have any equipment of my own. Someday I would like to. Tile doesn't make enough money to buy equipment like that, so that's maybe what this will do. I don't know. Like I said, automotive repairs. I'm not going to show you anything about technology because I still don't know where to start with this. I'm just finally getting on it. But there's going to be carpet replaceable, and it's not going to be kicked. I'm not going to kick the carpet like a carpet installer would do. I'm actually going to crown staple it on the edges. It's just a handyman way to show you how you could do it for yourself if you didn't have the tools to do it, but you had a crown stapler and whatnot. And where these rooms are only 8 by 10. So we don't need to kick the carpet, I don't think, for 8 by 10. You can. I'm not gonna. I'll stretch it the best I can, and then that'll be it. There's a carpet here at the stairs. This comes up 2 steps into the entrance here. It's got to be peeled, and that will be taken care of. I may do I'm still contemplating on. There's the tub here. It's a 4-foot shower, a 4-foot tub. That came factory in this trailer. I'm still contemplating on ways to make this a custom shower. I don't know how I'm going to do it. If it's going to be a ULA custom shower, it's going to be something I'm building. I'm undecided here, but it's got to be something that this trailer can move, and I can't put. Everything I do here, if I take weight out, I can only put the exact same weight back in. Reason being is because this is registered for the road, at 11,000 pounds, something like that, full. So we're going to try to keep it at that weight. If not, then I'm going to have to go in and get it re-registered or reweighed and deal with all that jazz. And we don't want to get into that for resale. I don't plan on reselling this right now. I am going to probably move this trailer eventually out into a campground. And when I do that, I'll put a seasonal lot up and then I'll put a for sale sign on it and get rid of it. By that time, there will be something different here in the same position, maybe 2 sea cans or something like that. I'm working on all kinds of different ideas. And if I could do a sea can build, I might do a sea can build. I might actually do sea can builds out in the dooryard and for resale, if I can get them certified. I would love to do that. Again, YouTube might help pay for that. I don't know if I can get the followers. So everything, my ideas are on your hands. How's that? So anyway, so that's just a little sum of what's going to happen here. Going to be all kinds of interesting things here. It's going to go from anything, any project I do. If I build a fence, it's going to come on here. I will show you things that are actually in code as well. I try to keep everything to as close to code as I can get it, and unless it's just something I'm just doing temporarily and there's no permit behind it and it doesn't require a permit, then I will show you maybe a more simpler way around it for now, just a temporary use that will get you through 4 or 5 years. Like, for instance, a deck in front of this trailer. Just minor things like that. So stay tuned. It's in your hands. Thank you very much. Okay.